We are back with another SML Verses video where I take two SML videos and see which one is done better and see which one is done worse. So last time, actually a few weeks ago, Jesus Christ, where I compared it to Cody's Revenge versus Junior's Black Eye. Both videos where Cody got revenge against Junior and abusing him for all of his worth. One video did the concept greatly and one did the concept poorly. And I'm gonna say this right now, for future Versus videos, I will do videos too where I compare two good videos as well. But remember, they have to be very similar in terms of concept or idea. Anyway, for this video, I'm gonna compare Junior breaks his leg, it sounds easier to say than Junior's broken leg, and Jeffy breaks his leg. Both of the videos involve the main character having to be bedridden and someone has to take care of them and bring them stuff whenever they want. Now, saying the videos are similar is slightly untrue since they do kind of go in different directions, but even still, they're very similar. Anyway, Junior breaks his leg is about Junior lying about his leg being broken, or before that, he decides to mooch off everyone with his guilt tripping, while Jeffy breaks his leg on purpose and Mario is forced to take care of him. And if you ever seen a Mario and Jeffy episode, you know exactly where it's going. With that out the way, let's get to the verses. Junior breaks his leg after an accident after a playground incident, and Junior then seizes the opportunity to use his broken leg to mooch off people. Similarly, Jeffy breaks his leg is about Jeffy breaking his leg, this time on purpose, and Jeffy also uses his broken leg to get whatever he wants with additional guilt tripping Mario, but trust me, we'll get to that. So both videos could not be any more similar, at least with the somewhat copy and paste premise, and there are plenty other videos that Jeffy videos copy straight from Junior videos, but let's analyze this one. I did like how Junior breaks his leg starts off naturally, Junior in front. Really? Really? Are we doing this? Are we really gonna do this? I did like how Junior breaks his leg starts off a bit natural. Junior and friends want to go to the park and Chef Pee reluctantly taking them. And we get some funny jokes like Patrick being left at the park for a few days. And I love how it's never mentioned why. But then Junior falls off the playground and breaks his leg. And Junior is forced to stay in bed for 3 weeks. So far, the video has some small gags and jokes while the plot slowly begins to start. Oh, did I mention that this video is 21 minutes long? But while it's a steady start, the jokes are funny. Then Junior is told by Brooklyn that people might bring him stuff with a cast on his leg, so he decides to use people for stuff. At first he takes advantage of his friends, but then he focuses all his needs and wants on Chef Pee with a horn. Now let's switch over to Jeffy breaks his leg. The beginning starts off with Jeffy not wanting to go to school and he immediately breaks his leg. This is literally 40 seconds in the video. I mean, congratulations for getting to the plot right away. The only thing to point out is, I'm gonna say it, the only part of the video I liked was Brooklyn Guy. His repeated joke of forgetting to do his job wasn't hilariously funny, but I swear by the time the video ends, it's the only funny part of the video. Jeffy has to stay home for 6 weeks, and I'm sure if you watch SML for a lot of years, you already know Jeffy and Mario go as well as water and oil. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been Mario, Jeffy, and Rose, so I should count my blessings. Now, what works in the video and what doesn't? In Junior breaks his leg, I do like the dynamic of Chef Pee and Junior. Undoubtedly, Junior is a jerk for continuing to guilt trip Chef Pee by making him get everything and anything he wants. But what works is that Chef Pee is not nearly as a pushover as Mario and Jeffy breaks his leg. Chef Pee has so many sarcastic comments about Junior, like when Junior colors the Cookie Monster the wrong color and Chef Pee calls him stupid, or the fact that Junior says his leg wants ice cream and Chef Pee has a sarcastic comment of, "Oh, your leg can eat ice cream now?" Chef Pee really makes the video, even if at the same time he's treated a bit horribly. And I will say that Junior was a bit unbearable, but at least the episode doesn't make him an asshole by accident like other episodes do, when him being a jerk is a lot more frustrating than funny. This is one episode I can say that him being a jerk is kind of the point, even if I think towards the end where his leg healed and he lied for 2 more weeks, yeah, I was already kind of hating him. But even still, Chef Pee really makes the video funny. And lastly, the ending. Without the ending, this could have been a bad or maybe even alright video, but Junior gets his punishment when Junior revealed that he lied about his leg and Chef Pee rightfully beats him up and breaks his other leg. Thank God the show for once didn't let Junior get— wait, did that— oh my— I actually typed leg in the script? Thank God the show for once didn't let Junior get away with it, which is funny because Junior is like that back then and now. Now, Jeffy breaks his leg, what I say is absolutely true, and not much to say. This video is just Junior breaks his leg, but everything is horrible. It's like, where do I even begin, man? The story, if you want to call it that, is just Jeffy making Mario get him ridiculous stuff. That's it. Like how Junior broke his leg and wants to take advantage of everybody, Jeffy only takes advantage of Mario. But the reason why this video does not work is because 1. Jeffy throughout the video continues to outright blame Mario for breaking his leg when we know he put his leg under the tire. 2. We have seen so many other videos, pretty much almost every Jeffy video in existence where Jeffy takes advantage of Mario and or bother him and or annoy him. This is not a new concept at all. And 3. Remember when I said earlier how Chef Pee-Pee is not much of a pushover? Because Mario just accepts the fact he indirectly broke Jeffy's leg and lets Jeffy run all over him. The difference is, compared to Chef Pee-Pee, I feel bad for Mario a little bit, but I also don't because he let Jeffy run all over him. And lastly, the screaming. Mario and Jeffy are constantly screaming at each other. It's really giving me Drawing Jeffy vibes where, remember how loud and angry they were screaming at each other? It's that, but so much worse. Oh, and side note, it's not helping with that fucking bell he keeps ringing throughout the video. At least the other video acknowledged the fact the horn was annoying. This video reminds me of how bad Junior almost dies and Joseph the hero is for both being bad for the same reason of blackmailing someone who didn't really deserve it. And the character blackmailing is just an asshole. And this brings me to the ending. Jeffy gets no punishment at all. About the only quote-unquote punishment he gets is getting 6 weeks of homework, but then they just skip 6 weeks later and he's better. So yeah, Junior breaks his leg is a much funnier video, while not as a harsh treatment towards Chef Pee-Pee, and Junior gets a punishment. Compared to Jeffy breaks his leg, I was kind of annoyed from start to finish. I kinda already said it a little bit with my favorite parts of Junior breaks his leg, from Chef Pee-Pee wanting to leave the house because staying inside is a bit depressing, and Patrick, for reasons unknown, his mom dropped him off at the park but never said why. But there's other funny jokes I didn't say. But this video has a lot of funny moments. There's Cody thinking Ken was cheating on him with Junior, then Cody has a funny conversation with Ken for some reason in front of Chef Pee-Pee.
He came out the closet! He came out the closet! Oh my god, a rubber!
When you watch the video, Chef Pee-Pee has a lot of funny sarcastic comments like Junior's leg can suddenly eat ice cream, or the Cookie Monster is not red and he's an idiot. I did like the subtle fourth wall break of Brooklyn Guy rewinding the video to remind Junior of what he said earlier. Now that's how you do a fourth wall break. There's a funny moment where Chef Pee-Pee laughs like Pennywise when he's going insane. And lastly, Chef Pee-Pee breaking Junior's leg was deserved. Sure, this video is nowhere near the funniest video ever made, but it's still entertaining. So overall, while not the best video ever, the comedy and the ending made it worthwhile. Jeffy breaks his leg, only Brooklyn Guy really made me laugh. Again, his moments were not hilariously funny, but I did like him putting a caster on a chicken leg and him saying he x-rays all his foods. How are you alive? But seriously, I could not stress this enough. As soon as Brooklyn Guy leaves the video, the rest of the video is awful. Jeffy blackmails Mario, Mario believes Jeffy for blackmailing him about his leg, and Jeffy is a spoiled brat who keeps screaming and demanding things. That is the one joke of the video. I rarely do this, but I gotta comment on this part because it makes me confused that Mario does not know what a piñata does. There's a moment of Jeffy wanting a Fortnite piñata and Jeffy breaks it and Mario gets mad at him for breaking it, but like, isn't that what piñatas are for? To break it? The video makes a big deal out of it, I don't know. Maybe if there was one singular line in the video that actually made me laugh, it was Jeffy saying that he can't do homework because his brain doesn't work and Mario says, yeah, we all know that. It's kind of sad that out of 14 minutes I chuckled at one line. The video is such a chore to sit through without getting annoyed at Jeffy and slightly annoyed with Mario for letting Jeffy walk all over him. Like, have a backbone, dude, that's your son! Obviously, Junior breaks his leg is a much funnier video. Enough said, I think I said enough. Okay, I'm not gonna include Joseph and Cody from Junior's Broken Leg because they were just side characters and their roles were minimal. The main focus of the video is Chef Pee and Junior. Junior was most likely on purpose set as a character you were supposed to hate, and I can see that because he was clearly abusing his temporary disability from the very start, already using his friends and especially Chef Pee from the very beginning. I still think they went a little bit too far considering this video is twice as long as Jeffy Broken Leg, but it's not as bad. Junior is a bit funny, still acting like an idiot, and him deciding to milk his luxury for over a month. Yeah, I will admit that was the point, which I really hated him. But like I said, it is made up for at the end where Junior gets punished. And on that subject, Chef Pee really made this video. He's so sarcastic and snarky, and he still does what Junior says, but not without being grumpy and mad about it. Without Chef Pee in the video, this would have been bad if nobody was there to bounce off Junior. It's funny seeing Chef Pee get increasingly annoying and frustrated throughout the video, and he has every right to be pissed off after Junior admits he lied for 2 weeks. I would have done more than break his leg though. And now Jeffy breaks his leg. What can I say? Jeffy is the biggest problem and Mario is a smaller but still frustrating problem. This is without a doubt one of Jeffy's worst appearances. Oh yeah, speaking of which, Eglorious told me to do a Jeffy top 10 worst video. Eglorious trying to make my blood pressure rise up, aren't you? Eglorious, I love you, but you're trying to kill me, aren't you? Anyway, Jeffy breaks his leg on purpose and immediately takes advantage of Mario being forced to bring him stuff. Jeffy may be stupid, but this isn't the ordinary stupid kind of smart Jeffy. This is malicious, knows exactly what he's doing Jeffy. He bosses Mario around, he screams out the top of his lungs when Mario says no, and the crying, the freaking crying. And this video was the contributing factor that made me talk about SML because this video was the worst video at the time. And now Mario. I said it earlier that while I do feel bad for Mario, I also don't as much since he still pretty much does everything Jeffy says. The only difference is Mario has every right to say no since Jeffy broke his leg himself. But Mario not only believes Jeffy is right that it's his fault for breaking his leg, but he also does everything he says. The only time in the video Mario says no is at the very ending when Mario makes Jeffy does his homework. That's it. So yeah, Junior breaks his leg is a much funnier video. The video, while longer than Jeffy breaks his leg, is a lot more funnier, the characters are more likable, well, a small exception to Junior. The video is just a lot more easier to get by. While Jeffy breaks his leg is so infuriating to watch, the video is so annoying with Jeffy being demanding and Mario being a giant pushover. Jeffy is blackmailing Mario the entire video and Mario just accepts it. Videos like these are exactly why people really say that Jeffy is the worst character. Also, by today's standards, Jeffy is not even a character anymore, he's just the background character. So if it wasn't obvious, I picked Junior breaks his leg. And that concludes this SML Versus video. So what SML Versus video would you like to see next? Let me know.